Sneako is currently trending on social media and is not for good reasons. Last I checked, he was trending with over 20,000 tweets. More specifically, 20,000 tweets on Black Twitter. So you know that boy in trouble. Now, people are pissed off at Sneako because Sneako made a tweet on Twitter where he essentially says, "Black culture is mind control," and that was the caption to this particular video.
When I said black culture promotes degeneracy, that's something that everybody knows. Like, you listen to any rap music, like Durk. I listen to Lil Durk all the time. He's rapping about murder all the time. He knows that that will sell more music. He knows that rap beef and like, I'm gonna kill you, you're gonna kill me. Bro, you're 29 with kids, still talking about like killing other people and you're gonna risk your life over music? Like everything that hip hop promotes, besides Ye and besides a few like, you know, Christian rap or stuff like that, it's all just drugs, murder, bitches. When a black person becomes more affluent, when they put on a suit, when they get a good job, when they speak correctly, you're speaking white. Yo, why are you talking like a white boy? I'm just speaking English properly. When they talk about keeping black culture black in those affluent areas, they mean they want a doctor who's also sagging. They want a doctor who's still banging and throwing up signs.
I agree that there's a lot of stuff within hip-hop culture that is kind of negative, for sure.
All of it.
All of it. Like, you really put me on the spot here to like think about it objectively.
Right off the bat, this come across as Sneako trolling or Sneako being uninformed and just downright idiotic. And dare I say, yo, is a tad bit of raccooning going on here, bruh. Straight up raccooning. It just doesn't make sense. He's representing the hood or hip hop drill music culture as all of black culture, and that just don't make sense. That's like me saying that neo-Nazi culture is white culture. That because neo-Nazis are racist and degenerate, that right there is all white culture. Or me saying, yo, scam baiting and scammers is all Indian culture. You name a culture and I can find an overstated stereotype that we can use to represent that particular culture. And that honestly summed up a lot of the quote tweets and responses. Even Tariq Nasheed chimed in, and Tariq Nasheed said that Sneako comes from tooth-filled culture, so why is he even speaking on FBA culture? Now, here's the thing. A lot of people were misrepresenting Sneako's race. Sneako is black and Asian, but people were assuming that he was white and Asian, so hence they were saying, bro, you're not even a part of black culture. Why are you even speaking on it? Which I don't particularly agree with. Even if Sneako wasn't black, I believe that anybody has the right to comment on anything if they want to, right? If you have an opinion on something and that opinion comes from a critical analysis, then I don't think that anybody can tell you not to speak on it. Now, due to a lot of these clips going viral and people claim they were taken out of context, and even though I know Sneako posted that clip himself, I'm still gonna give him his just due by reviewing the full clips. The clip actually comes from Sneako's appearance on No Jumper, where he's talking to Adam about degenerate black culture. So let's get into it.
Playing this game with people. I don't want to keep on letting political correctness culture win. For example, like when I said black culture promotes degeneracy, that's something that everybody knows. Like, you listen to any rap music, like Durk. I listen to Lil Durk all the time. He's rapping about.
Again, like, that's the first mistake, right? Like, you are trying to equate all of black culture to a segment of black culture. Yes, right? There's a portion of degeneracy in almost every culture. White culture, neo-Nazis. Asian American culture, scamming.
Like, literally all the time. I mean, he's Muslim, and I hope, alhamdulillah, he becomes a better Muslim, but he's rapping about murder constantly. That he knows that will sell more music. He knows that rap beef and like, I'm gonna kill you, you're gonna kill me. Bro, you're 29 with kids, still talking about like killing other people and you're gonna risk your life over music. Like everything that hip hop promotes, besides Ye and besides a few like, you know, Christian rap or stuff like that, it's all just drugs, murder, bitches. And we all know that. When they talk about we need to protect black culture, this is the number one.
If he would have said hip hop, he would have had no type of complaints from me, bro. Yo, I would have been on the Sneako bandwagon, bro. I would have been on the ship next to Sneako, bro. Right? Driving that point in that hip hop is degenerate. Well, sorry, the majority of hip hop currently is degenerate. However, hip hop ain't black culture, bro. Listen, like, bro, black culture is our inventions. Black culture is our dance. Black culture is our sports. Black culture is our education, religion, text. Yo, black culture is much deeper, bro, than drill music, than go ahead and slide music. And y'all know my approach to hip hop, bro. Y'all know that I believe that hip hop is filled with the worst of our community. Meaning these dudes, the quote unquote street dudes, the quote unquote real rappers who really is living their raps, is filled with dudes who were in these communities that we were in, and they were victimizing it. They were making it impossible for our grandmama to walk to the store at night. They were making it impossible for the 4-year-old little babies to walk to the park, right? These dudes who are in the hood really living like that, they're the reasons why there's a group of kids right now growing up in the hood with generational trauma. They're the reasons why, a father got trauma, the grandson got trauma, the nephew got trauma, the great daddy got trauma, and there's generational traumas and curses being passed along that are legit destroying the family structure. But then those guys will leave the hood and then put it in the art form and rap about it, and then we reward them with financial gains. They're rapping about how they destroyed our communities, and we're rewarding them with financial gains. It's ass backwards. These dudes are rapping about how they done destroyed your family, but you're making them famous, notable, and you're making sure they're millionaires. And after they done victimize your families, they now get to move their families out the hood, and now they're building generational wealth off of your trauma. It's ass backwards. But hip-hop is still a small fraction of black culture.
This is how you prove that black culture in America promotes degeneracy. Because when a black person becomes more affluent, when they put on a suit, when they get a good job, when they speak correctly, you're speaking white. Yo, why are you talking like a white boy?
This is bourgeois Negro culture. Bourgeois Negro. Now, what Sneako is articulating is the mindset of bourgeois Negroes when they make it out, or they never been there, right? They were blessed to never have to really live in the hood, right? So they got bourgeois Negro syndrome. They look down upon people from those environments, and they also walk around with either survivor's remorse because they made it out the hood, or they are super insecure because they never been there. You see, Sneako have never interacted with anybody from that hood who told her, oh, bro, you talk like a white boy, man. Sneako has had minimal interaction with people from those environments. I doubt Sneako has ever been told in his life by somebody from the hood in person, yo, you talk like a white boy. That's never happened. But because Sneako A has survivor's remorse, he is now trying to reflect and deflect as to what he believes they feel about him, when in fact, all he's articulating is his own opinion about them. Or if Sneako never been there, he's just right now trying to reflect and deflect what he thinks they think about him, when in fact, it's Sneako who thinks little about them. It's the bourgeois Negro syndrome.
They talk about keeping black culture black in those affluent areas, like as a lawyer, as a doctor. They mean they want a doctor who's also sagging. They want a doctor who's still banging and throwing up signs.
What? That's not what that means. Keep black culture black means there are certain traditions and cultures that black people got that's being popularized right now by more famous white people, and those famous white people are being the poster child for it. Like, for example, Kim Kardashian at one point was the poster child for cornrows, where we all know where cornrows came from. And Sneako, I almost guarantee you, bro, no black person ever is saying, yo, when I catch a case, I want my lawyer to be sagging his pants and to still have ebonics on his tongue when he's representing me in court. Stop. That's just not true. Bro, Sneako, 100% of black people will tell you, bro, that if they go to a hospital for a surgery and they doctor is walking in with grills and his pants sagging, we walking out, bro. What? Bro, where do you get this from? Again, it's bourgeois Negro syndrome. He's only reflecting how little he thinks of those people in those communities and not what those people actually think about people like him.
I mean, I agree that there's a lot of stuff within hip-hop culture that is kind of negative, for sure.
Right. He said hip-hop culture. What, again, and again, that's the issue here, though. They keep on talking about hip-hop culture. And Adam probably can't refute the degeneracy in hip-hop culture, because neither can you. But Sneako don't get to pass along hip-hop culture as all of black culture. That's the issue.
All of it. all of it. Like,
you really put me on the spot here to like
all of it.
Yo, this is probably the most awkward moment, like, for Adam, right? Because Adam is at a point where, like, he has to say something that goes against that, or he has to try to counter and argue for black people, because when this clip goes viral, he don't want people to think that he agrees with Sneako by just not having any type of good points to counter him with.
Think about it objectively.
What do they promote that's positive? Besides, like, in some of their interviews, you listen to, like, Polo G, for example. He'll go in an interview, I'm like, yeah, man, I like what you're talking about. Like, you're uplifting people. But you listen to the music, and I'm like, oh, this is all murder.
Yeah, well, if you watch, like, a Lil Durk interview, you get a very different side of him. Whereas he's going to magnify the stuff that
All right, listen. I think like that's it in full context, right? Like I don't think there's anything else that we missed. So in full context, yeah, Sneako, like bro still sound idiotic, man, right? Bro sounds like he was just trolling and fishing, right? And rage baiting, man. In conclusion, Sneako was wrong. Absolutely wrong, man. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. Like the video, sub to the channel, comment for the algorithm. And also, before you leave, click on this video right here and check out some huge Crip Mac drama, right? I'm going to see you guys in this video. Peace.